Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make this cute little tri-fold folio that has a bunch of little pockets. Let me get a little card so you can see. So this has a pocket here. Now this could actually be the front, which I kind of like that. Pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. This opens up into a little card. I could put a pocket here, but I didn't. And then I just had some white scraps, so I just made a little notepad here. And the back looks like that. So what you'll need for this project is some 12 by 12 paper, double-sided. Let me keep that right there, just so I can reference it. I was inspired by Freely Whole. That's the site that I kind of took a look at this and made it my own a bit. So I'm going to use the paper that I just reviewed. This is Stampin' Up! Paper. And this ends up being quite stiff. I was surprised. It's not backed with manila folder or anything like that. So I thought it was going to be a lot more flimsy. So the hardest part is deciding which side of the paper you want your cover to be, and I think I'm going to go with this. All right, this one here I'm just going to say is a little smaller than the measurements because I don't know, my trimmer is wacky or the cutter being me is, but I just kept having to like cut a little pieces off to get it straight. So I don't know what I did, but anyhow, it's supposed to be 10.5 inches wide. So I'm going to be really careful with that and make sure it's flush up there so I don't, maybe it was just the paper. I don't know. And then 7.5 tall. All right. I like these pumpkins. It's the first, is it the first fall thing I've done? Yeah, it might be. All right, and I'm gonna score it at 3.5 and 7. So regardless of what type of score you have, it's 3.5 and 7. All right, and that's going to be the base, which with any luck, it's just, I don't know, again, it's just a little bit off, but let me trim just a tiny little bit off of here, which were in the instructions, because when you fold this over, if that's going underneath, it just needs to be not directly on the fold. So this is what I did the last time. I ended up cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to go with it. If it's a little off, it's a little off. All right. So I trimmed the little sliver off. All right. So then I'm going to make a pocket for the front. So I need to decide which paper I want for that. Either the black and white or the green, I think. Once you get the basic construction down, I like this. You can do whatever you want. You can put belly bands, journaling card, pockets, tucks, whatever you want to do. I'm not sure I made mine exactly like the sample was. I just kind of went with it. So let me make sure this is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually 7.5. So let me change that to 7.5. 7.5 by, it says, my scoring tool just fell off. Let me get that back in. Come on. But it says by 4.5, but I don't think that's right. It's 3 and 3.5 if you want to cover the whole thing, which I don't. So I think I'm going to do this, 7.5. This isn't right, right? 7.5 by 2.5. All right, I'm sorry about these directions, but I literally wrote down what the tutorial was, and I found that they weren't right for mine. So definitely check yours. So I think I actually even want another 1/4 of an inch off of this. All right, so I'm gonna come in and take a, make a notch here. You can use anything. If you have to make a square out of a ruler and, you know, an X-Acto knife or whatever, scissors. So I like that. So do I want to, maybe I'll use something different to ink it up. I usually just use Vintage Photo. Let me grab this bundled sage. Let's see if that shows up at all. Yeah, it does. I don't know if you can see that, how well you can see it. Let me make sure I'm in frame. So I wanted to stress all the way around the edge. I have to get some more of the bigger distress these things. I'm at a loss for words today. The inkers. I don't know. Is that what they are? Inkers. This is the ink. I guess that's the inker, right? So I'm just using this little finger one. All right, I'm gonna do the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, so I inked that all up here, and I kind of like the green. And I started to ink this up, but it honestly just completely blended in, so I didn't continue with it. So I'm just going to glue around the 3 sides. I have to take the cap off. I told you in other videos that I like to use double-sided tape when I do pockets, and I just learned recently, I believe it was Jessica from Paper Terrace, that double-sided tape always stays sticky, whereas glue dries. So if you use double-sided tape and you're sticking in things in your pocket, it can kind of get lodged, whereas the glue will dry and it won't do that. So it made perfect sense to me, and I'm going to stop using double-sided tape on that. All right, so then I want to do this double pocket here. So I need to pick out some paper for this side. And what do I want to use? Maybe the black. Which one? Which one? Yeah, I'm gonna use, oh, I like this. Which one looks better? I guess this one does. All right, so the measurements for this are the 7.5. So let me measure that, 7.5 by 3.5. Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3.5. So always a good idea to double check, all right, to make sure that it's going to fit on yours. All right, and then I'm going to, let me see if this is directional. It doesn't really seem to be. So then I decide, am I going to do the diagonals from this corner, or am I going to do them from that corner? So I think I might keep it the same and do this corner. So I want to take this corner and put it in the where it's going to get cut, and I'm going to come down approximately halfway. I mean, you could measure, it looks not quite half, but that's okay. If you want to measure, go ahead. I'm not going to. I'm going to cut that triangle off. I was going to say, did I forget to hit record again? Guys, I didn't sleep much last night. I was at a show and it was really late. I didn't get home till, well, late for me. I didn't get home until, I guess after midnight, around midnight. That's really late for me, honestly. And I was given a birthday party in the afternoon, which was so nice. So nice. It was all sunflowers. My mom did such a good job. So it was a big day yesterday, and today I'm really not doing much of anything but this, crafting a little bit. I'm going to take a little smidge off of that so that it folds okay. And I'm quite happy to be doing not much of anything today. So I can glue 3 sides, or I can kind of just do 2 and make it a tuck. Maybe I'll do that on this one. So it's a diagonal tuck. So I'll show you, so you can put something, slide it in like that. I like that. And then I'm going to take the triangle part, and I can switch it over if I want. How's this go? Or I can do it. Oh, that would be kind of interesting too. Have the tuck right there. Am I going to introduce yellow? If I'm going to introduce yellow, I'm gonna have to put some in here. All right, I kind of like that. See, this is what I mean by you can do your own, once you get it down, you can do your own thing. So that's gonna go there. I kind of like that. I have a little extra right there. I'm just gonna cut that off. So that's kind of sweet. So I have a tuck spot here, and then I have it here. All right, and then I just have to decide, all right, so I did that wrong if you didn't notice, and it's fine. This is what, it's absolutely fine. So this should have been here, but it's in here, which I like, so it doesn't matter. It's a little tuck spot inside. All right, so now I'm going to probably put a little pocket right here. So again, I'm going to do 7.5. There are no mistakes as far as, you know, what side you're putting what. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why does that look, I don't know, everything seems a little wobbly off to me today. I'm going to put my little notch. I'm going to ink. It's not going to show up too great on the black, but it will on the pumpkin part. All right, so that I'm going to stick here. So I'm just going to do it 3 of the sides. Stick it right here. Come down a little bit, make sure it's straight. I might have to cut a little tiny smidge off the top, which is fine. It's always good to turn it over and do that on the opposite side. And actually, I have to come all the way over. Perfect. So I like that. So then I just have to decide what I'm doing in the middle. And I think I might, oh, you could do a waterfall here. What do I want? A belly band. Maybe just a pocket. I think I'm just going to keep things kind of simple. and put a pocket. So I think it would look kind of good with this. Yeah, so this is 3.5 by however tall I want the pocket, and I'm just going to come in and, I don't know, that's 3 3/4 by 3.5, and I actually am pretty sure I need to take a tiny little bit more off. Yeah, I do. All right. And I'm gonna put a little, once I figure this out. Now that lined up pretty evenly with that, not on purpose, but I'll take it when that happens. And then I'm just gonna glue along these 3 sides. I think a waterfall would look really good in there, but I'm just kind of not up for it at the moment. Keep it simple. Keep things simple. All right, I think that's kind of cool. I would put some kind of maybe a yellow card in here. So I can do that right now. Let me do it like 3 by maybe like 6.5, a little, just gonna guess. I could put a little tag on it or whatever I want, but I'm gonna just poke that right in there to kind of bring out that yellow a little bit. Pretty, right? And then I just have to do this pocket. So what do I want to do here? I could do an opposite. What do I have on the front here? Yeah, I could do something just a little bit opposite of that. Where's the green? Which one is green? I could do a double pocket there. So let's see. I could do 1, 2 3/4. 2 3/4. I think we decided by what, 7.5? 7.5. And then, so that would be like that. And then I don't want to introduce anything different. And then that would be cool. 7.5 by 7.5 by maybe 1 3/4. 1 3/4. So it would be a double pocket right here. All right. So I'm just gonna put these together, and I'm gonna notch them together just so that they're the same. The notch is in the same place. Otherwise, it'll look kind of funky. Line that up, make sure it's lined up right, and kind of do this in the halfway point or thereabouts. All right, so then it's gonna go right here. So I'm gonna put this one down first. And yeah, I forget to distress all the time, every piece. I'm not the only one. I watch other people do that all the time. Where's my little distressor doohickey? See, I don't think it really shows up on the green anyway. All right, I'm gonna stick that on and do it on the black, because it does show up on the black. Now you can go back and decorate this if you like, or just kind of keep it simple. I love these kind of things that just like tuck in with a gift. If you're a journal maker, of course, you could stick it in clip it in a page in a journal. But it's just a little ephemera holder or memory keeper. Yeah, I like this a lot. I kind of like it that way, right? So what color ribbon? I think black would look great, but I would have to, black or kind of the burnt orange color. I don't have all my ribbons out right here, but I'll pull one and I'll put it in the picture that I end up making. Let me see something, because I think it would be cute to maybe fussy cut a little pumpkin right here and put it on there. So let me go ahead and do that. You can add some bling to it, some enamel dots, whatever you want to decorate it up. Now, I do understand that this leaf here, I wonder if I have a leaf I could pull from another one, or just leave it like that. I kind of like that. Story of my life. Wondering why the glue doesn't come out while the lid's on. Come on. There you go. I'm gonna stick that, I think, right here in that corner. And then, like I said, I'm probably gonna pull some black ribbon and just tie it up here. So, well, anyhow, you get the idea. Super cute, right? We have our double pocket from our error, my error, not yours. Pocket here, double pockets here, pocket here, and this is the back. I like it. So I hope you enjoyed this really easy project. And I appreciate each and every one of you taking time to watch my video. If you like the video, don't forget to hit like. If you want to subscribe and notified, you'll get notified in my future videos. And I just love having you. All right, have a great day.